So just like that, we come to the end of Algeria's AFCON qualifying campaign. It seems to have gone very quickly. Let's not forget, we did get eliminated by Mauritania in the last AFCON group stage. There was no guarantee that it would have been a walk in the park. You only have to look elsewhere across the continent to see other nations that have struggled in the qualification. The likes of Ghana. No AFCON for Ghana, it has been confirmed. That is a huge shock to not have Ghana for the first time since 2004. Honestly, one of the big names of African football, and the big nations in Africa will be thinking, we've got an easier chance at winning this tournament because we don't have to play Ghana. So it's sad, we're going to miss them. Other nations as well at the last AFCON that haven't qualified. Cape Verde were one penalty shootout away from the semi-finals in Cote d'Ivoire. Remember that? They lost to South Africa on pens in the quarterfinals. Cape Verde won't even be qualifying for this Africa Cup of Nations. No Gambia either, no Namibia, so it's all changed as far as the continent's concerned. And there'll be no Liberia either, who are Algeria's opponents in the final game in match day 6. So Algeria against Liberia. Now on paper when the draw was made, this is the easy game. This is the easy fixture. I hope it's going to be a party, carnival, atmosphere, game on the Sunday, 5 o'clock kickoff, so not playing in those early times in the heat. And Algeria playing for the first time ever in the new stadium in Tizi Ouzou, which I think will be really nice for the chance for another city to have fans to go to games. We've played all across Algeria. We've played in Oran, we've played in Baraki, we've played in Annaba, Constantine in recent times, so nice to play in Tizi as well. So I think it'll be a good atmosphere. It's a new stadium, it's good facilities. I think it's a better football pitch than Baraki. Baraki's huge, it's a really large stadium. This stadium's a bit smaller, a bit nicer. Fans are closer to the pitch as well. So what does Petkovic do in this game? This is his last opportunity to test players before the World Cup qualifier. Algeria's next game after Liberia will be a World Cup, not one but 2 World Cup qualification matches. If he wants to see how good players are, this is the game to do it. We know he likes to chop and change. We've already seen in the early stages he's changed the goalkeeper in every round of matches, so maybe Ukija will get a chance to play 2 games as well. He had a good game. He had a magnificent save against Equatorial Guinea from Nsue, so why not let Ukija play another game in goal this time around? In terms of players missing, we saw Ben Sebaini go off with strapping on his knee. He came off at half time for Medeni, so I don't know if there's any point risking an injured Ben Sebaini in a game we've already qualified, so it's not that important. The only thing you would say is those FIFA rankings will contribute to the AFCON group stage draw. Algeria lingering around the pot 1 area, but I think we will win Liberia regardless of who the defence is. So Ben Sebaini was strapping on that knee, and also we're at home against an easier team. Petkovic should go to a back 4. I don't see the point of putting Mandy at right back, although it wouldn't surprise me if he did it. Farsi didn't have the greatest game last time out, and Yusuf Altal wasn't even on the bench. Is Altal even fit? Is he even around? I've barely seen him. He wasn't on the bench against Equatorial Guinea, but I'd love to see him play this game if he was fit and available. Defensively, if Ben Sebaini has got that strapping on his knee, why not play Tuba with Tugai? Why not play Tuba with Medeni? We need to see some new defenders. Mandy, 102 caps now. We know what he's about. Let some different players play. And then left back, Hadjem is with that squad. Is he fully fit? We don't know. Is Ait-Nouri going to keep his place? But it should be a back 4. The Liberia, of course, in the last game, they are out, but they did beat Togo 1-0. So that's going to give them a little bit of confidence going into this one. It'll be a great occasion for the Liberians as well. In the midfield, Zerouki is suspended. I don't know if anyone watched the Equatorial Guinea game to the end. But there was a little fight, a little scuffle at the end after the full-time whistle. And in that scuffle, the referee gave Zerouki a yellow card after the full-time whistle. That's not his first yellow card of this qualifying campaign. So 2 yellows means Zerouki is suspended. In fact, Zerouki's been released from the camp, so he will not play any part in this game. Good news is no Zerouki. Bad news is it does increase the chances of Zorgan playing again. But I think we should be playing Kandusi. I think we should be playing Abdelli has to start this game. You've got to start Abdelli. You didn't give him any minutes in the first game. You've got to start Abdelli. And you've got to start Shaibi. I think it's a bit of a slap in the face to Shaibi if you bring him back in and don't play him or don't start him. I think that's a bit unfair. So I think Abdelli, Shaibi have to start. And then in terms of the attack, will you go with Benzia on that right-hand side? Will he go with a strong team to impress the fans in the first half? Will he go back to Mahrez? We'll have to wait and see. I'd like to see Guiri get some minutes. I don't think Amora is going to start the game after what happened last time out. Guiri might be in for a shout. And maybe as well, first start for Amin Chiaka, the Copenhagen forward who came on in the previous game. The point is, I want to see chopping and changing in this game. I want to see Liberia thrashed. I think we're going to win 6-0. I'm going to put it out there now. I said we draw the last game. I think we're going to win this game 6-0. I think we're going to hit them for 6. Fill your boots, lads. Fill your boots. Stat pad against Liberia. Liberia, you got your win last time out. Now you're going to take an absolute whooping from the big boys. So Algeria against Liberia on Sunday afternoon. We'll wrap up the campaign, of course, at the same time. This is the way CAF have done the last group game in every group. Both games at the same time. So at the same time, Togo are playing Equatorial Guinea, but of course Togo are out and Equatorial Guinea have qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations. There are 5 spots left to go to the AFCON. Most of the spots have been taken. No Ghana, no Cape Verde, no Gambia. Massive congratulations to Comoros for qualifying for the AFCON. Always good to see them back. That's really nice. Uganda are back. The last time Uganda were at the AFCON, Algeria won the whole thing. That was in 2019 as well. And of course Uganda, Guinea, Botswana, Algeria, they're all teams that have qualified for the AFCON. And you're looking at Algeria's World Cup qualifying group and thinking, oh, you've got Mozambique as well that might make it. 5 of the 6 teams in Algeria's World Cup group are going to probably play the AFCON, which shows just how difficult it is. You usually get 1 or 2 at best. It's going to be extremely hard, this World Cup group. I'm getting a bit worried about it. You know, if Petkovic goes to Botswana and loses, it really could be big trouble. But Botswana away, a lot of people are thinking about already. And Botswana did just draw 1-1 at home to Mauritania. But of course, if Botswana make the AFCON, which they can, they have to go to Egypt. We'll see how good Botswana are when they go to Egypt in match day 6. It's going to be a really difficult game. If Botswana go to AFCON, they're going to be building a stronger team. But anyway, Algeria take on Liberia. Of course, a good chance to see a lot of players play that don't usually get to play. I'd like to see more minutes given. Of course, the home fans want to come and see the best team possible. I'm sure we'll see Mahrez at some point, whether it's from the start, whether it's from the bench. But let me know your thoughts on this game as Algeria take on Liberia to wrap up this AFCON qualifying campaign. And I'll see you next time.